All right, so my name's Dave. I'm with the Keepers Hive, and I can show you how our one queen keeper works. We have two products, the one queen keeper and the two queen keeper. The two queen is essentially two of these back to back, and they share honey sutures. There's a divider in the middle, but I can talk more about that one in a second. But basically, the first questions people have when they see this hive is, okay, you say it's no lifting. How do you get these frames out from underneath these boxes without needing to remove the sutures? So what we did was the frames sit on the box instead of inside it, and we have these frame guards that you can see protect the ends from bees being able to walk on them. So what that does is it keeps the ends of these frames clear enough so that once you open up the hive, remove the window and the frame guards, take out a frame, you can start sliding these out. I've dropped it. You can slide out from underneath. So that basically lets you, for most of your inspections over the course of a year, you don't have to remove any boxes in order to manage the colony. So the other question people always ask is, well, it's an 8-frame single brood chamber. How do you deal with swarming? You can make splits, but we like to do something called the Demaree method for swarm control, which is a vertical split within the hive. So once this starts to fill up with brood in the early swarm season, take a few frames from here. I'm going to, this is a simplified version, but you take 3 or 4 frames of brood, move them up, move 3 or 4 empty frames down, and that gives the queen more room to lay. These frames up here, we always check for emergency cells a week later, but because of the pheromone from the queen, and it's a little bit of a smaller volume, we've always found that you usually don't actually even see emergency cells up here. So these bees just hatch out and move back down. So we do that a couple times in the spring. Once you're done with that, so in that case, you will need to remove some medium nukes, are usually what we use is honey supers. You take those off, put them back on. But then for the rest of the time, once the swarm impulse is gone, you can do all your mite checks, your inspections from a stool if you want to, really. Because you can inspect the entire brood chamber without being lifted. This one is like I said, 2 of these back to back with the divider. Because they share honey supers, it'll make a lot of honey. You put 2 strong colonies in there that are at the same time, and as long as you keep them both healthy so that one doesn't overpower the other, they'll work together to fill honey supers. And the first year that we did this system, we made about 250 pounds of honey from one hive. And again, this obviously uses 10-frame boxes, standard 10-frame boxes. So when you do need to lift, you're moving a 10-frame box. But you're only doing that a few times as opposed to every time. So for the rest of the time, it's exactly the same as the other one. You don't need to remove anything in order to get inside the brood chamber. So we're at www.thekeepershive.com. We have a YouTube channel with a lot of information. We're going to be posting a lot of stuff this year as we get going. We're doing a crowdfunding campaign in February on Indiegogo. So if you go sign up on our email list or on the Indiegogo page. We'll give you updates and we'll let you know when it goes live. But we'll be doing pre-orders of both hives on that campaign.